It's a very special day on the calendar, Noche Latina, commemorating the NBA's connection to Latin heritage and culture. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And the Milwaukee starting 5. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Jang in at the 3. And for the Suns, Jalen Green is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Gillespie in at the 1. With the end of the regular season around the corner, Legs, the better teams perhaps shifting focus to potential postseason opponents.
Well, B.A., that's true, but you certainly don't want to get ahead of yourself. You can't have guys looking past the game that's right in front of them. You have to stay in the here and now.
A nice shot by Booker.
What a response by Booker. A great answer.
Let's check in with our reporter, Ali LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Suns. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and Coach told me, well, when he gets into the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Ali, thanks once again. Booker, the pass to O'Neal. Back to Booker. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And here's Porter outside. The rebound by Devin Booker. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 3-point game. They've traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks and came away with the win.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
They had relentless pressure on the ball handlers. It made them feel uncomfortable, and I'm sure they're going to try to replicate that in this one.
And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, not much of a title shot. The sense is, Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere. He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Here's Gillespie. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Booker. Giannis with the rebound.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
And that one, good.
Yeah, a gifted passer. Antetokounmpo has won multiple MVPs for his all-around game.
And Turner with the block. Pass to Porter. No one near him. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Booker. Give him 8. Outside O'Neal. The 3-ball. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so Porter will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
You have the camera on you.
A different look for Phoenix. Dunn comes in for O'Neal, and it's Coffee in for Green.
For your Suns, Amir Coffee.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 5 points in the game. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Jang's got his second bucket on the night.
Entering the league, Porter Jr. was a scoring guard type, but he's morphed into more of a ball handler. Very impressive.
Pass to Gillespie. Here's Coffee. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Porter from outside. Iguodala grabs a miss. The Suns trailing. Here's Booker. Yep, that one goes. 10 points for Devin Booker.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Rollins. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. 10 games left this year. Let's see what the playoff race looks like in the East. You take a look at the Bucks, and after a subpar season, there have been some questions about the direction of this franchise.
Seeing where the Bucks are, their season's in danger of slipping away. But still, it's not too late. With the strong push here over the last few games, they could earn a play-in spot.
Malawach is checked in for Phoenix. Milwaukee also changing it up. Green comes in for Jang, and it's Trent in for Rollins. Gillespie can't get it to go. The Bucks have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Trent's shot is off.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Booker against Trent. Here's Gillespie. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
The drive by Porter. And the layup is good. Porter's got 7 points.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Dunn outside. Clock at 4. The Suns need to get off a shot. The 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Green. No good there.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Pass to Gillespie from outside the arc. That shot is off. Devin Booker, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
They've got Devin Booker, Amir Coffey out there with Malawach. And it's Gillespie in at the 1. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Back to you.
A role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Coming off a Suns make. Here's Kuzma. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. Phoenix leading by 10. And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference final. They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And it sure seems like post-play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Goodwin's checked in for Gillespie. Milwaukee also changed it up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kuzma. Jang comes in for Trent. And it's Rollins in for Thomas. The ball's knocked loose. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Here's Booker. Booker! Just shredding the D.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Antetokounmpo outside. Green for three. And another miss by Milwaukee.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And here's Milwaukee now. After Phoenix picked up the three with their last shot. Rollins passes to Antetokounmpo. Driving inside to snap the cold streak. Rollins gets the bucket. Rollins has gotten himself on the board with a three there.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
To the right side, here's Jang. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. In transition, here come the Suns. It's good. Booker's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Another one for Booker. He is known for these scoring bursts, and we're seeing it again tonight.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Portis a screen. And Antetokounmpo, here we go. Here's Coffee. There's the three. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now one of two. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Rollins. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah. And another miss by Milwaukee. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Bucks trail by 20. Pass to Green. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Malowich. Malowich has got rebound number 5 here tonight. From 7, that one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Green against Booker. The 3 knocks down the triple. Booker's got 28.
No, Booker's range is unbelievable, so for him, that's not a bad shot to take.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Phoenix making some changes. Iguodaro, he's checked in for Malowich. O'Neal comes in for Dunn. And it's Highsmith in for Coffee. Milwaukee also changed it up. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. And it's Porter Jr. in for Green. There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo finds Porter to the middle. Here's Rollins. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Rollins has got 5 now.
High-value assist there, finding him inside for the finish.
Booker with it. Coming off a 22-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Yeah, you expect tremendous effort from a scorer like Booker, but it's still impressive to see him delivering.
For 3, Iguodaro grabs a miss. The Suns lead by 23. Now here's Booker. Given 30. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And here's Porter outside. Fires in the triple. He's got 10.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Booker. 33 points for him. The 3 is up. He drops it from range. Booker's got 36 points.
Oh, that was quick. Booker getting those 3 points back easily.
Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Rollins. Antetokounmpo. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And so it's Phoenix. A huge 24-point lead for them. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Defensively, play like you care, that's all.
Well, there's also a talent gap, right? I mean, what can they do about that tonight?
I'm saying, show some backbone. This is embarrassing, Kenneth.
And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one, and that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Time to get up and make some noise for your one-night squad.
Phoenix making a switch here. Green is checked in. All right, let's take a minute now to see which point guards have been shooting the best from the free throw line during the last month of play. You take a look at Porter. You want to avoid fouling this guy. He's 4th in the league in free throw percentage.
This is just one of the things you want out of your point guard. Reliability at the charity stripe.
Well, the numbers these guys are putting up are off the charts, and I think point guards historically have always played a major role in what you do from the free throw line.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Brian?
Leveraging that tall timber. Allie, thanks very much for the report. To the paint. Here's Jang. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Screen by O'Neal. Green, the pass to O'Neal. That one drops for him. O'Neal's got his second basket on the night.
Smart move with the ball by Green. He didn't like what the play got him, so he gives it away.
You know, Tim, despite never averaging double-figure scoring, Royce O'Neal is a steady presence.
Yeah, B.A., he was undrafted in 2017, and he's been traded for a first-round pick multiple times. He's a rugged defender, very strong at 6'4", about 225. He can help you win games.
Oh, and Turner with a block.
And the offense really feeling the effects of Turner's 7'4" wingspan there.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
It's been a blowout thus far, but they're trying to get back into the game.
Phoenix leading by 19. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Green for three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Antetokounmpo for three. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Green. Wow, with some power.
Wow, going to the top floor.
I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Antetokounmpo against Green. Turner passes to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jang. Puts up a 3. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th assist here tonight. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Now here's Green. He's guarded closely. Here's Goodwin. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Goodwin's got 6.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. A different look for Phoenix. Malawach is checked in for Iguodaro. And it's done in for O'Neal. The Bucks also with a sub. Portis is checked in. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Jang. Back to Porter. It's stolen. And here's Dunn. No made baskets yet. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the night here.
One shot.
And that one misses. Legs, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best, LeBron James, and what he has been able to do in making that investment in terms of caring for his body. It's a role model that all players should emulate.
Question is, can anybody replicate what LeBron has done?
Boy, that's going to be tough to copy that.
Green, the pass to Dunn. Back to Green. They set the pick. Down low. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, we all know he's a good scorer, but Green also facilitates very well.
There's a minute 34 left in the third. Porter, the pass to Jang. Out to the right wing. Turner for 3. And then Portis with the dunk.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Pass to Jang. Takes a 3. It's not going to go for him.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Yep, that one's good. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is where Green is most effective. He's got a great feel for scoring inside.
And here's Turner from the arc. Sinks the tray.
Here in the second half, their offense has been strong. Great ball movement, really working well for clean looks.
The shot's good. Green's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Launches it, and the Bucks hit again from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Yeah, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
And it's Green off the drive. And they recover it. He gets it up. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Suns ahead, up by 15. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, he knows it's a team effort. It's about finding the best shot, not just his shot.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. They've got Milwaukee, Devin Booker out there with Amir Coffey, and it's done in at the 4. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Pass to Trent. Thomas outside. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Now here's Booker. They set a pick. There's the triple. Good! Another from 3.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Phoenix leading by 15. And that one comes up a bit short. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. And here's Thomas from the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Milwaukee has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Booker. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip. The Suns have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Jacks up a 3. Giannis with the rebound. Bucks trail by 15. Green, the pass to Thomas. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Antetokounmpo outside. And it's blocked. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Jang comes in for Green. Rollins, he's checked in for Trent. And it's Porter Jr. in for Thomas. Here's Gillespie. Pass to Booker. He shoots. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got 44.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
And the Bucks miss again.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Fires for 3. Drills it from deep. Booker's got 47 points.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And something else that has stood out to me is the defense hasn't had any chance at stopping them in the mid-range.
Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Time now to present our player of the game, Devin Booker.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
They were not playing well and were in desperate need of a win. He took this responsibility upon himself, and he delivered. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Pass to Jang. Launches a three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Malowicz has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. He got it again. Sensational. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Inside. And it's Turner, that time on the assist from Antetokounmpo. And it's 7 points from Miles Turner.
Hey, when you're as big as a guy like Turner, that's what you're supposed to do. Attack in the painted area.
Booker for three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Antetokounmpo up top. Defended by Dunn. Antetokounmpo inside. Banks it home. Big shot.
But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Oh, what a play. It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Oh, it's off target. Phoenix leading by 17. Booker. Rebounded by Porter. And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Suns.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And tonight's win will give them an even 40 on the year.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Devin Booker.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
That one goes in.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Jang.
Jang. Assist goes to Rollins.
They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Chalk up two there. Booker's got 59 points.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Booker's shot is good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
This one for three. The three. The shot comes out. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Devin Booker.